Plastic Model Builders. Hello, it's me, Ari Stone with Plastic Model Builder, and we are getting started on the Tamiya F-35A Lightning II. This is in 1/48 scale. What you see here, I'm doing some pre-work for this model. I put a little bit of white glue on those parts because my goal is to do as little masking as possible. So I'm basically putting those parts on. I'm going to glue some things I'm not. That way I can paint white on some things, then take them off and then paint the underside and not have to mask off all sorts of stuff. So you saw what we just did earlier. Now we are doing some hinges. These are going to go for the bomb bay doors. That's right, they're kind of complex, but not really. Fairly easy. You see we're putting the hinges on right there. They're going to go inside of the aircraft. This is just kind of like pre-work. We're going to paint them, so you stick around, show you that, prime them as well. Granted, priming comes before painting and all that good stuff. This right here is for the one of the bombs, and this is a little metal rod. It slides right on through. That way they don't have to make it out of plastic. You glue that in, and it says to paint that with metal paint. I didn't do that. You can do it however you want, but that's what I did. So you see all these little parts. Just make sure it sticks inside of there. Right here we have some landing gear. We're going to prime that, and then we'll paint it white a little bit later. We'll show you all those parts that we need to paint. Just get a nice even coat on that like you should. Make sure you wash your parts. That way everything sticks to it. I am using some Tamiya paint right there, and it's lacquer based, so kind of has a bad smell to it. So make sure you wear your PPE, all that stuff, so you're not breathing it in, whatever you need. Right here is another bay door. It's a little bit and it fits onto a bigger piece. This right here is two separate pieces. I did the same thing. I kind of quote unquote tack welded them together with the glue, spraying everything with some primer. Then I can take those apart later on and paint them off of the plane, then reassemble them. That way I don't have to do a lot of masking. Got a little actuator here, which is hydraulic, only on the real thing. So this is the two halves. I got them clipped together. This is for another part of the door. As you can see, they're very loose on there. That way all I have to do is pop them off, and then I can paint around certain edges, and I'm not doing a lot of masking. So you see we got the primer going on right there. Goes on very simple, not a big deal. More landing gear, painting this stuff white this time around. That way we get the nice base coat on there. In our other videos, we're going to show you the main assembly of the body, as well as the part of this kit which stands out, which is the focus, and that is the bomb bay doors and all where the missiles go and all that stuff. So here we've got some more little components. Just get them all. This is, like I said, all pre-assembly. That way you get things out of the way and it makes life a little bit easier on you. You see me painting the stuff white there. Those, they kind of slide into the aircraft from the underside, and that's how they fit into the plane. You see that actuator again there, just getting its white paint. And of course, that other part that you saw right here got primer, and now it's getting its white coat on there. It's a door hinge, of course, bay doors, and you see now these are getting painted white as well. So now we've got more little components for the doors. You can see there's a bunch of them. I like how it has like the angled teeth on them, and each side is a little bit different. So pay attention to that during assembly. You see how these edges are going painted here. You see now I'm painting it white using that paper clip still to, not a paper clip, clothespin, to hold everything together. And you got those hinges that are also on there. Those come like that, so you have to pay attention to what hinges are already on there and what hinges are not. I probably actually put those on earlier, but we will show you that in a different video. This is just kind of prep work. So you're seeing this. We'll go back and I'll mention that. So you got your rods that are going in right there, and of course this is getting painted just like that. That's to fill it in. So this is like a ram color, kind of. It goes on the outside of certain parts of the aircraft, goes on the nose and also by the intakes, and you see it goes right on this. It kind of goes along the outside of the edge, so you have to be careful how you paint it on there. But this is it pretty much. You know, just there are a bunch of different ones that get that, and you'll see the other part will fit onto this. Here you go, more of those leading edges, and you've got this little area right there, and that's going to get some more pieces glued onto it as well. Very simple. You know, you just have to read your instructions, make sure you do everything right. They do have some corrections in them, If you see my unboxing, you will see some of that detail in there and the corrections that I mentioned. So here we're going around the edge of this part, and you can see that white outline right there from where I painted and took it off. That way I didn't have to worry about getting overspray or being careful with the paint. Worked out very well for me, so I enjoyed doing that. This is a great plane to do. Like I said, the highlight of it is the bay doors. I know some people are going to choose to do it with the doors closed, which I guess kind of defeats the purpose of the model, but that is what it is. So here we are. You see me painting the edges of this as well, just showing you each one that gets it a little bit. You got your little teeth right there on the outside. Goes very nicely as well. We have this part right here. Now we're going to start assembling the armament. So here we go. Have one bomb. That's going to get this on there. Painting that is a little bit of a chore. Of course, you see the fins on that. We're going to put more fins onto this bomb as well. One goes right there and one goes on the other side. Very simple. And those things that we were assembling earlier will fit right on into that. Next, we have our Sparrow. And it is a complete missile with the exception of a top portion of it. I guess I got to give you something to assemble, right? So that's how that comes. You know, some Sparrows come just a half and you have to assemble those together with fins. These fins are already on there, so it eliminates a lot of little work, which is good because nobody likes assembling fins forever. And we got a sidewinder, kind of the same thing. You have your mounting point, which is right there. Goes just like that. Very easy. Okay. Fill in with the glue naturally. Now we have this, you got to remove that little point there. Another missile. All right, so we've got that. Make it look good. It's very simple to do. Okay, cover that off. Then you will have to put in the two little stabilizers, two on the front, two in the back, and then we will have to put on the nose, just a small little piece, and we'll show you that coming right up, so please watch it. And I do thank you for watching all my videos, and of course we always do a live chat with this, so join for that. That's when we do premieres. If you want to do the super duper thingy and donate money, I'd love to get your money. I love money and electrolytes. This right here is part of, we'll mount to this pylon that you see that we're assembling, and we just finished one of those pylons. So the pylons, you can't mess those up with how they go on. This plane is designed where you can cut everything off, and you'll be able to figure out what things go on based on how the pins go on it and things like that. You can just kind of figure out where each pin is and just kind of line them up, and they should fit right into place without a lot of guesswork. So, well, there's a little bit of guesswork. I'm lying to you if you don't know which one's which. So here we have a stabilizer. That's the rudder that goes in the back, flapperon, aileron, whatever you want to call it. I know it's got a proper name. This goes right up on the front leading edge. One of those things I can never remember with the F-18, but this is the front leading edge of the wing, and we are going to put that on, show you how that goes. You have two portions right here. This is for the tail stabilizer, the upright tails. Put that on, glue those together. Another simple process, just like that. Make sure you go all around and get all your glue in there. You see it's very seamless. The glue will fill that in and fill the seams in nicely. Tamiya did do a wonderful job on this kit, so I would advise getting it. It's wonderful. And you see here, that is the rear tail stabilizers, the fins that help control the plane. Doing that very simple, just like so. Now we're going to paint this. That's going to be an instrument panel. Remember, don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like to my channel because I like that. This is a black color, by the way. We're going to put a little bit of silver on there, and we'll assemble this real quick. This is the last thing for this video. You see that silver going on right there. So thank you for watching, as always, and until next time, see ya.